Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Stepping Up. And it's your man Tar here again with the final curtain closer, or in other words, wrapping up the year of 2024. So for me personally, I just wanted to quickly share with you some of the highlights I've done in the last six months, and just wanted to thank the guests that have joined me on my podcast shows, who've also inspired me to want to continue the journey of On the Road with Tar, which in season 2 we will be getting back on track again in the New Year's. I'm pretty excited and looking forward to the New Year's with some of the guests that I have lined up in the New Year's, such as Sam Parker from Grab Life by the Balls, and also Will McIntyre from The Journeyman, just to name a few of some of the guys to look forward to into the New Year's of 2025, because I'm kind of itching to get back out there on the road again. I've taken a break in December, but I felt like I can't wait to get back out there on the road. I'm looking forward to the New Year's, but I'm absolutely grateful for the opportunity of where I've started to where I'm at today. And also, the guests that I've had on the show have been such an eye-opener for me, a learning experience, my own personal masterclasses too. So I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learnt throughout the season of season 1 on the road with Tar. And I look forward to sharing more stories with you and reaching out to other small communities and local charities that are the unsung heroes that are doing their best in helping out in the communities, wherever they may be. I look forward to tracking them down and sharing their stories. So, to end this year on a high, I wish you all a happy New Year's. And look, I hope you have something exciting for the New Year's and personal goals that you would like to achieve. And feel free to comment and leave me a comment below in what they are. And maybe it's to even catch up with me and join me on the show one day to share your story, as I'd be truly grateful for that and honored to share what you have that could possibly help someone else down the track. So, to all of you that have supported my journey, and for those that are interested in wanting to join me on my journey in 2025, again, thank you for this year in 2024, and I look forward to the New Year's in 2025. Happy New Year's, be safe, and may all your dreams and goals come true in the New Year's. My name's Tar, the host of this show, and I'll be hitting the road interviewing individuals that I've met throughout my journey in discovering and understanding the impacts and effects of mental health, and how they were able to overcome the challenges they faced, and what the steps were that they took in seeking the help that they needed for their recovery. This show is to help those that are seeking help but are unaware of where to reach out to or how they can go about it. Today I'm here with Adrian, who I consider a dear friend and also a mentor who's helped a community where he supports men that are struggling through hard times. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Adrian. Just before we kick off, can you just share a little bit about your background and what you support throughout Marcus Missions?
Yeah, g'day Tar. Thanks for having me along. This is going to be a blast.
I would be that person that would go into a room and be a bit of a social butterfly, but in the inside I was dying. I just didn't have any mates, somebody that I could call up on or somebody to check in on me.
Would you say that was the turning point for you in just making that change to...
It was that turning point, just that from that perfect stranger that particular day, I got fired from work. It was the worst feeling ever.
It's not me walking away from them, it was honestly them telling me, nah, this ain't working. And that's when I know it's honest, when they tell me, nah, this ain't working for you.
What are the biggest challenges?
The biggest challenge that we have, and the one that we cannot meet, is, but as a parish, we don't have any, we provide food clothing, bedding, those things, but we don't have.
Totally having no idea how to help, how to be with someone, and I said to myself that I'm going to give myself the lifeline as a thank you.
Going through a marriage breakdown, which in a sense destroyed me, but within myself I knew I needed to get some help. So I was originally looking for a psychologist. The second or third one I called, booked out, but she suggested a men's group, which I actually didn't even know existed.
And Mum seen for the first time, her own eyes, someone having a purpose. So she really knew what it was like to have nothing at the time, but she really seen why she wanted to continue with Angels, so she gave it a good go. I hadn't let the kids put the Christmas tree up yet because I had nothing to put under it. I didn't know what food I was going to put at the table, so I just told them not this year.
The most courageous thing you can do is to actually connect with someone and talk stuff through and open up and be a bit vulnerable and actually sit in that really uncomfortable space.
We popped in on the Christmas Eve and said, look, you know, we're here to help if you need any hands, and they were so grateful because they were a group of older women. When I say older, they were all in their 80s. Yeah, helped them all day, Christmas Day, and it was just such a blessing and reminded me of the old Wayside Chapel days. And of course, Cam had never experienced that, and when we finished, he said, Mum, do you think there's anything like that on the Gold Coast that we could get involved with? And so I said, oh, well, let's find out. So we came back and there wasn't. So we just started it, and that was now 17 years ago.
So when I became a man, whenever that happened, if I ever got sad or scared, there'd be a bigger overriding emotion than being sad or scared, and that would be shame, because I shouldn't be sad. I'm a man. I shouldn't be scared. I'm a man. And so I'd shut those things down, I'd try and fix things or get angry, or I'd just hide it.
You have to do the hard work. You have to do the homework.
13 months ago I was addicted to meth for 25 years and I was homeless. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about rehab, which is probably why I hadn't gone there in the first place. Had I known how good it was, I probably would have gone 20 odd years ago, you know, but we live and learn, you know. I used to walk past homelessness all the time and not really give a shit. Now I walk past it and I feel it.
Where did it all start for you before you got to a point of finding the help that you needed?
So after I divorced from my wife, I went looking for men's groups because I figured that of all the problems in all the relationships that I was having, the common denominator was me.
Men will stand shoulder to shoulder and talk, but they won't stand face to face.
The question is, John, what's the men's shed and how did you get involved with it?
I see a father and son talking together about stuff that they never knew about each other. A father talking openly about his own life experience in front of his son. His son's never heard that before.
What was the turning point for you at that time when you realised you needed to make a change?
When I was 21 or 2, a mate of mine dropped me off one night after we'd been smoking marijuana. The next morning I rang the police and the police told me that they'd found him. Got to commit to time every day for yourself, you know, as a not negotiable.
We started our first walk with six blokes.
How many members do you guys have now?
So we've had over 500 men walk with us, and we come back from one of our walks and the banner had disappeared. And that was quite upsetting for me. I put a little post up on Facebook about it going missing. Had anyone seen it? Said, hey, we found your flag, it's on the roof. But by that time, thousands of people in our community had seen it and they'd offered support. They'd offered to replace the flag, or they'd gone, didn't know about this group, I'm going to send my husband along. And
I think they feel something they missed from their workplace. I think not only that, they're in working relationship, and as people work together, men talk more when they're together. I think men can be a bit quiet at home and they feel sort of cut off.